Hi everybody, Al Bernstein here with a preview of a very important light heavyweight matchup. Jean Pascal and Lucian Bute, two fighters now living and fighting in Canada. Big stars up there will get together at the Bell Center Saturday, January 18th. They will fill up the Bell Center with fans. Both men are big draws in Canada. Both men are at the crossroads of their career. Many times when we say a fight is a crossroads fight, well, it really isn't. This one definitely is. Both men need a win. For 33-year-old Lucian Bute, soon to be 34, this match will be his 33rd as a professional. He's 31-1 with 24 KOs, and he's had over a year layoff. His last fight was his first at the light heavyweight limit against Denis Grachev. He won with a unanimous decision. Before that, he was the IBF 168-pound champion. He defended his title 9 times, but ultimately would lose in a title unification match to Carl Froch. He was KO'd in that match, and it has raised questions about him. And now, can he move up to 175 and deal with the power of a fighter like Pascal? Jean Pascal at 31 comes in with a 28-2-1 record. His only draw was to Bernard Hopkins. Hopkins also gave him one of those two losses. The other came at the hands at the aforementioned Carl Froch. Now that was by decision, and it was a terrific fight between Pascal and Froch. Now he has had 2 wins, Pascal has, since the loss to Hopkins. And he is in his 9th fight as a light heavyweight, having moved up from the 168-pound division. So he will have that edge as he goes in against Bute. Pascal should be the bigger puncher in this fight, and Bute, of course, was not only hurt by Froch, but also by Librado Andrade. But can Pascal mount enough of an offense to make that his advantage? For that, we go to the keys to victory. Pascal has to throw punches. Now, that may seem obvious, but sometimes he doesn't. He's often too economical with his punches and has lull periods during rounds. I don't know that he can afford that against Bute. He has to work the body. Bute, coming up from 168 pounds, has had issues with good body punchers. Bute himself, by the way, is a good body puncher. And Pascal can get some effective work downstairs if he tries that. He can't fade in later rounds. Pascal, in several of his fights, has had issues with that. And if Bute is still around and has not been hurt by Pascal, and he's around into the later rounds, Bute will be a busy fighter. For Lucian Bute, the jab is really a key. As a left-hander, he can use that jab to keep Pascal off balance. And lateral movement's important. Bute used to use lateral movement a lot, but in his last 3 or 4 fights, he has become much more of a slugger, standing in the wheelhouse of fighters and banging to the body and the head. And that's part of the reason why he was knocked out by Carl Froch. And toward that end, no wild attacks in this fight. He can't afford to stand right there with Pascal, and Pascal is a very good counterpuncher, so if Bute decides to attack, I think he'll be putting himself at a disadvantage. This fight has so many implications for both fighters. They both very badly need a win to put themselves back into the picture in the upper echelon of the 175-pound division. Now in Pascal, it's putting himself back in the picture. For Bute, it's getting there for the first time because he has been a 168-pounder for so long. This fight is a wildly popular fight in Canada, where, as I said, they will fill the Bell Center. There will be many viewers watching on Canadian television, and HBO, televising it in the United States, is expecting also a good audience because both Pascal and Bute are very well known in the United States as well. So that fight, Saturday, January 18th, it should be a good one.